That's the thing. I didn't even party hard in Magic
Did you
Round.
night shift last night? A bit tired.
No, no, that's the thing. No night shift. Oh, a bit of night shift. That's actually might be the thing, right? Is like when I'm not fucking hooking up, then I lose that. I get frustrated. I'm just like, oh shit. I feel like the Hulk.
Sexual energy.
Yeah, my balls are like tingling. Fucking.
I'm like,
shit. What?
Not relating.
So, you know what I mean?
Yeah. No.
You know, like.
I'm gonna relate for the purpose.
Well, because I'm like, hey guys, welcome back to Jordan's Room. It feels like it's been a minute that I've actually done any podcasting, but
and it's been a minute since I've been on.
I know.
I'm an OG guest from
you are.
way back.
You are. I'm here with Jade Spooner, one of my new best friends / future mentor.
Yeah. No, we've had Mentor of Doom this week, haven't we? We've had a lot of deep chats.
Nah,
it's been really good. I'm proud of you. I will say, grateful for all your efforts this week because you're really putting in some groundwork and reaping the benefits. And I'm really, as your friend, I'm very proud.
No, thank you so much. And grateful for the opportunity for me. Like I call Jade up in the mornings and I'm like, man, I've got these fucking business ideas. I want to do this. I want to do that. And, you know, you're obviously living proof of where hard work can get you. So I'm just like, yeah.
And I'm in your corner, baby. I'm in your corner.
No, you are. And I appreciate it. But yeah, no, it's been when did we do ours? Was probably
I was one of the first Jordan's Room guests.
Yeah, I think it was about 4 months ago.
It was before you got dirty. We kept it quite clean and PG, and you've since spiced it up.
Yeah,
so.
I think I got a little lost in the sauce.
We got lost in the sauce. Yeah.
So,
but that's okay. We're back to straight and narrow. We're actually here for the people today.
Yeah.
This is not about us.
Nah.
This is about the people.
I'm just giving out. The funny thing is like I spoke to baby mama and she's like, I watched your relationship advice. One of your relationship advice. She's like, you're the worst partner ever, and I'm like, grateful for the feedback.
Actually, that would be so funny for your exes to watch you give relationship advice.
Oh yeah, they do.
Where was that bloke when I needed him?
I'm mates with two of them, like obviously baby mama and.
Oh, what about me on a podcast giving relationship advice? Has not been in a relationship for 3 years.
Yeah, I know this is probably not the one, but it is the one.
This is
Take it or leave it. So yeah, Jackson's going to be shooting some questions at people, emailing, and if you guys are keen to email.
Send them straight in. Just use the subject line Simi or Jordan's Room. Email jackson@yktr.com.au.
And I'm just an accessory to today's potty. Don't be sliding in my DMs for relationship advice because I will not know how to answer it. Let me navigate my own love life first.
Oh yeah. All right. Well, let's get it started, eh?
Yeah, and apologies to those that we haven't got to. There's a lot that have flooded through.
Yeah. We'll do this a lot. We'll do this a lot more. But yeah,
maybe I'll be your co-host for relationship advice.
Why not? I'm keen as.
We might even be going on our own love journey ourselves in the interim. Like we might find love and can also integrate experience. Right now, no experience.
Nah, no experience. I genuinely think love's dead. But anyways.
Oh no! Don't lose. You never lose.
It's lost me. No. Ah, fuck.
Well, we helped a lot of people last time, so hopefully these ones can help again. Geordie, we'll start with you, and then Jade would love to obviously get the female perspective on a lot of these. But this is from a lovely young female listener,
comfortable.
Geordie. She says, "Hi, I need some advice, please, Simi. My boyfriend still hangs out and talks with his ex-girlfriend, like a lot. He said there's no chance of them ever getting back together, and it wasn't a bad breakup or anything. But I just can't quite wrap my head around why they'd want to hang out and talk. Is that normal, and is it something I should be okay with?" They're meaty questions. That's what I said.
Yeah, no, that's a good question.
Hanging out and talking with your ex.
I think that personally, I wouldn't like it. I think if you're going to move forward in life, you've got to let go of certain things in your past, right? And I think like exes is one of them. Like maybe if you run into them, if you
be polite,
do the right thing, but you can't fully move on and give someone 100% of your time and if you're still mates with your ex.
I'm definitely of the belief that people can amicably split and maybe even still be friends. And, you know, it's sometimes really hard to have done all that groundwork with someone and then become like an utter stranger. Like my first relationship was 9 years and like we are not in touch at all, but I still have like fond memories and whatnot. But
of course.
But that doesn't mean that you have to go and sustain a friendship. You know, you leave that. And I always think a really good rule of thumb is if the shoe was on the other foot. So,
yeah.
Like
I reckon if she was
talking to her old mate.
Guys have double standards like that, I can say.
Yeah.
Like if a guy's like, oh, you know, and then it's on the other foot.
And then how it's communicated is also a key factor as well. So if you've got a niggle, if you've got a problem, don't be coming at him with the old ultimatums or anything like that.
Yeah.
Just say,
sweet,
boo, feeling uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I'm feeling uncomfortable.
100%. And I think my belief in a relationship is if your partner feels uncomfortable with something to a point where it's altering like your relationship, then I think you should definitely just do what makes your partner happy. Do like if it's consistently like, oh, you're doing it, it's like controlling, then like pull her up. But I think if it's something like an ex, it's making her feel uncomfortable. Why wouldn't you want your partner to be happy?
I think if you prioritize your relationship, you're always thinking about like the health of your relationship rather than your own personal benefits.
100%. And like an ex is an ex, you know, like we had a good time, but fuck out of here, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's good advice, Geordie.
I like this Jordan today. Where you ground.
He's been very focused the last 48 hours. I don't know what's happened. Something's happened. But
he's lovely today and grounded. He's grounded.
Honestly, it's just after Brizzy.
This is the happy, focused Jordan. So people on the other end of the Q&A, you're getting the best version of Jordan.
Or it's just a proper crash after Magic Round.
Well, that's the thing. I didn't even party hard in Magic Round.
Did you do night shift last night? A bit tired.
No, that's the thing. No night shift. Oh, a bit of night shift. That's actually might be the thing, right? Is like when I'm not fucking hooking up, then I lose that. I get frustrated. I'm just like, oh shit. I feel like the Hulk.
Sexual energy.
Yeah, my balls are like tingling. Fucking.
I'm like,
shit. What?
Not relating.
So, you know what I mean?
Yeah. No.
You know, like
I'm gonna relate for the purpose.
Well, because I'm such a sexual person. It's like a can of Coke. You know, you just shake, and it's like. It's got to fucking explode. And
right,
that's like, if I'm not having sex, if I'm not fucking having sex, you know, at least once a week, it's...
Girls aren't like that, you know?
Yeah, there's some girls out there that...
Oh, are they? I just feel like...
I mean, not like with different partners and stuff. Like maybe there's like a consistent...
some guys, it really makes them quite edgy, hey? If they're
I get super angry.
Geordie gets very snappy.
Oh, yeah,
he even snapped at Corey last night, which is very unlike you. Very snappy before the podcast.
Oh yeah,
he's been moody.
Oh yeah, normally said something, and I'm like, so everyone was talking, and I'm like, what was with the attack? And then busted a nut last night.
Leave
and then,
Corey alone.
Oh god, here we go.
Question number 2. I don't know if you helped anyone there, but we'll try again with the second question. Hey bro, my love life is limping along at the moment. Me and my girl just moved in together, and ever since, our intimacy has almost completely dropped away. I'll be lucky if we have sex once a week, and we used to go like fucking rabbits. What's doing? It's a 2-part question. And Simi, am I a bit of a dog for wanting her to kind of wanting her to move out? He then adds, respectfully, please, this is baby girl.
The old limp of doom. Well, you've just had a broken leg and got on the job, so you're great to answer this question.
Yeah.
So essentially what he said is they've moved in together and the sex has dropped away and he kind of wants her to move out.
Yeah.
Do you ever think about that with marriage? Like,
no.
Like how, you know, like it's a long time.
Yeah.
And then like,
it's forever.
How do you keep it spicy?
Well, I mean.
How do you keep it spicy? What's your strategies?
I think if I was going to be if I was in a long-term relationship, I'd be looking into swinging and whatnot to spice it up.
Fuck's sake. This is why I don't trust men.
No, like, I mean, you know, if you want to introduce another guy to the relationship to spice it up, maybe you might be like.
So you're okay with that?
I'd be okay with it if there was trust there, yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, wait.
You're not okay.
No, that's like 7-8 years down the track when you've fucking seen it all. Not 2 weeks in. You know what I mean? Yeah. When your roommate's knocking on your door. But that's metaphorically speaking. Do you
want to circle back to the question?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
This poor guy's moved in with his girl. Yeah. He loves her to bits.
Does he love her to bits though?
No.
If he's rusty, does he love her to bits?
I think what you need to do in that situation is you got to look at like the the smaller picture, like the small things. Like, are you taking her out on dates?
Yeah.
Is she taking you out on dates?
Yeah.
Are you guys doing things that would get you, juiced up?
Yeah.
Well,
a really good example, my assistant Bree, she's been in a relationship with her partner for I think like 7 years or something now. And like they have these they're going well. They're in love. They're in love, but they have like they have a scheduled date night. Like they just have a night where like they go to an Italian restaurant, have a couple of glasses of wine, share a bowl of pasta, and like it's a date night. Like I feel like I feel like it's what you do to dedicate time to your partner,
100%,
and just prioritize the relationship, and also as well like something. Look, this is like not in a relationship context, but I have a business and run it with my business partner, and at one point we were living together. So we were living together, working together, and had a friendship together.
I know how you feel.
And I'm just trying to relate that back and saying that like you can probably overcook it with too much time together too.
Yeah.
So maybe just like ensuring that you both have your own thing going on.
Your own shit going on.
Your own shit going on.
I think being spontaneous as well, like doing things that aren't like, how they said there's date night, that's grouse, but like
take your clothes off.
Like
every now and again,
wait for your partner to come home. If you're the girl, like maybe a bit of lingerie, and then he just walks in after a hard day scaffolding, and you're just sitting there in lingerie with fucking chocolate and strawberries
ready
next
for
to
a
you.
stellar performance.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So like that's you got to look at it that try and spice things up like that. Being spontaneous is super sexy, but
but going back to our question, I think this guy might need to assess whether the
Sounds
love,
like a him issue,
whether
maybe.
the love has got some longevity in it.
And sometimes the girl like
he wants to. He's just moved in and he's thinking he might move out. So
maybe the girl's like, this, as you said, the sex is dead. Like you have to look at like sex toys, fucking going out on more dates, maybe a bit of role play.
And I feel like sometimes the girls need to give a little as well in regards to freedom. Like, I fucking hate...
Do something crazy like public sex.
No, okay, this is not where I was going. But like, I
try not to interrupt, Jay, because I think you're missing.
Because we're going like different direction. I fucking hate when girls get the shits when a guy wants to go out with the boys and stuff like that. That is cruel. Like
that gives you that time apart from each other.
It does give time apart, but it also allows them to be human. They're not just your boyfriend. They're someone's mate. They work for someone. They've got like there's different elements of life. You don't need to morph everything into the relationship.
I've had both sides of the relationship.
You've had someone put you under the thumb?
Yeah, badly. Yeah, like you're just like, I'm just going out for dinner with the boys. Oh, like when did this happen? And then you're like, well, yeah, all the boys just message me, I'm going out.
What do you do then? Do you do a runner or do you...
Well, the thing is, this is probably the bad thing. No, it's just like I'll go, but my thing is like I'll bend.
You won't come home for 3 days.
I'll bend, and then that's where the trust is lost, but you live and you learn. But then I've had like an ex go, yeah, sweet, like all good, go out, and then I'm like, this is weird. Cool with it. And then I end up bending again, so... But that was years ago.
We are damned if we do, and we are damned if we don't.
Yeah, but I think you just got to spice things up. Try and fucking get some of that naughty shit happening at home.
There you go, mate. Spice it up. Give it a go. How important? This is the third question. How important is timing, Simi? I'm seeing a guy at the moment. You've got a lot of females.
That's the thing.
Emailing in here.
That's what I've been trying to tell you guys.
She says, I'm seeing a guy at the moment, and we're crazy about each other, or at least I am about him? ? Which is a bit weird. But he's going through quite a messy divorce at the moment. It takes up so much of his time and energy dealing with her, and I feel a bit sleazy even though I don't know if I should. Should I ride this out or brush him and hopefully wait until the timing works out down the line? Love the content, respectfully.
Do you want me to go first?
Yeah, you go first.
Well, I think so. He's going through a divorce at the moment.
Basically, she's asking, dating someone while he's going through a divorce, is it just bad timing and brush it, or ride it out and stick with it?
Well, it depends on how he's treating her. Like, because I know that's quite like the divorce can be really messy, long, and then that stress can then get carried on to your new relationship, and then it affects you as a person because you're rocking up, or catching up, and then he's going through the stresses of the divorce, and then he brings it on you. Then it affects your life as well and how you live your day to day because you're taking in that energy.
There's so many splits these days as well. Like this is probably a really common scenario. Like,
no, it is. Yeah,
but I think as well, like like any split, it doesn't have to be like a marriage or even just like a relationship or whatnot. I really feel like people need to give themselves like that time, that recovery time afterwards. And
100.
For a guy, it might look like, you know, just moving a groove and around a few birds or whatever. Or for a girl, it might be doing some soul searching and going on a trip to Bali or whatever. But I feel like launching into a relationship straight away is, regardless of the timing factor, it's just like, from a strategy perspective, it's not really like the best maneuver. Like,
it's not, especially as well if you're like used to living with a certain person or you're used to their day to day, their mannerisms, all that, the way they treat you, and then you just like move on with someone else. Then you're going to compare them. And
people heal at different rates too. So this guy could be separating from baby mama or something.
Yeah.
And initially resent her, but then
100.
later down the track, mourn kind of even just like the loss of the relationship.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
I feel like my parents are split.
Death is the number one aphrodisiac.
Is it?
Yeah.
My parents are split, and I feel like even like just thinking about like mum, like I think it hit a little later on. Like, you know what I mean? Like I feel like people go through things at different paces. So timing, I don't know. Like
I probably should have thrown this in because there's a bit more context to this question. It was a long email, but
she's not the mistress, is she? Or something
she describes it as a bit of a hangover period between the wife and her. I don't know if that means, and that might play a part why she says she feels a bit sleazy. So I think she met a guy. He was either about to get a divorce or thinking about a divorce.
Yeah,
they've cracked on. Does that change your perception of things? Then?
Yeah, I think maybe it's hard if you're into someone, but you got to think about it and put put yourself in her position, the wife.
Yeah, it's the
because if he's doing that to you, if he's doing that to his wife,
then you may be subject to him doing
the same thing.
Future.
Yeah, so and it's karma as well too.
Rocky foundation, isn't it? The old
it is, and
cheating.
like, and will you sleep comfortably at night, like knowing that you're part of all that? I don't.
And like just that drama as well. It was just such a.
I think that was her biggest question. Was like the whole drama and energy of it all. He's fucking drained. She's drained.
My advice to her: step out of the situation and tone it down a notch first. You do you. Let him iron out his creases. If you're still madly in love at the end, let love do its thing and run its course. But for the moment, let's give it a bit of space.
Yeah, space is good.
Space, yeah.
Simi, we got a very similar question to last week, but with Jade here, it'll probably be good. Mrs. has been hounding me for a while now. I've always loved going out with the boys and have been single until he met her. They've been together for 18 months. He was single for 9 years. Loves a bender, loves a party. Sydney boy, he called you Toko as well, so he's one of the bros. He's asking... How much is too much to peel back? I want to be respectful to her, but I also don't like being told what to do. I'm struggling with that whole authorities thing.
What a man to ask.
She lives with me, and to be honest, my bending does get a bit out of control, respectfully. Right. I don't want to lose her, but also I don't want to lose the boys.
Yeah.
Jordan, Simi, take it away.
My advice would be you come to a crossroads in life. Where it's
he's only 26 years old, so he's together for fucking 9 years.
Oh, he's a pup.
Yeah, he's a pup. I think it's either like you have to prioritize who's going to be in your life more and who's going to contribute more to your success.
Yeah.
Is it weird for a 26-year-old to say he was single for 9 years?
Yeah, I mean, fuck.
Since he was 17?
Yeah, that's pretty standard, eh?
Pretty standard. Nah. Sorry, bro.
No, don't apologize. You're right. It's fucking weird now. I think you have to prioritize people that are going to bring positivity into your life. So that would be like, obviously you want to be with the boys and shit, but
baby girl's got
to have her respect too. Respect, so that'd be like taking out the bending.
Well, I was about to say that a curfew could be nice, you know, like you still get to go out with the boys and
anything past like 1 or 12.
Because
like nothing good happens after that.
All right, think about like the seediest Larry, right? You've got like a bunch of like God knows who's that have been united by a night out, and then like in a lounge room or something like that. You don't want your partner like in that environment, like hammering 100%. Like disco with like
just heaps of random cunts
randoms.
Talking about fucking starting a podcast. Nah, well that's how fucking my podcast come about.
How would you handle a curfew? Because you don't play well with rules.
You don't want her to inflict that. You want to be the rightful owner. Yeah, you want to self-impose the curfew and just be able to say like,
I'll be home. Like you don't even need to stay. I mean, maybe like fucking once every 2 months you might fucking be with a good crew. Your boys are all out. You're like, fuck, let's rip in. You're on holiday or something. But
what would that be in like the NRL scene, like a Mad Monday or something?
Something like that. Yeah, Mad Monday, but
by a week.
2 weeks ago.
This is your question. I don't really.
But yeah, I'd say just cut back on the bending and stuff. Be back at a normal time. And I think as well, like an important thing too is the time that you spend with your partner has to be meaningful.
Quality,
yeah, because
and also if you're going on a bender or something like that, you're less likely to invest in probably your 1 day off a week.
Your girlfriend's going to be like, oh, why? Like, what
are we doing on Sunday?
Yeah.
Well, my girl perspective on this is if my boyfriend was like on continuous benders, like week in, week out, I would find that problematic. Not because like I want to control him or put him under the thumb or anything. It's more just like, where does that leave us? Like, I would love to spend some time together because obviously I dig you, you dig me. We love our time together. But that doesn't really fit into a bender.
Like bending's actually always been my downfall in every relationship.
But what do? We live and we learn.
Yeah, it's one of those things. But yeah, so I don't know.
So I would say to our little pup, I would say just try cut down. If you feel like you've got a bit of a void from the cutback, then maybe reassess whether this relationship is fully fulfilling you.
Yeah. If you'd rather
go on a bender.
Yeah, I think if you meet someone, it just automatically, or either that or you're just too immature to be
I literally feel like our definitions of benders are so different though. Like yours is like literally like 3 days. And mine would
Simi's definition is different than everyone's.
I'm sort of thinking like a night out turns into like, you have a few drinks back at someone's house, then you're home by like 3 a.m. But that's not yours, is it?
Yeah, my definition of a bender is like
Tuesday.
Like Friday, Saturday, like and then come back Sunday night. So like, yeah, when someone's like, oh yeah, we that was a crazy bender, I was like,
with your head in your hand, just
2 a.m.
We had dinner.
Yeah, we had dinner and got to bed at 2 a.m. Like my definition of a bender is like Friday, Saturday, come back Sunday, scat as fuck. Holy shit.
Funny. Yeah, I'm not one of those RoboCop girlfriends, but I definitely don't think I'd love if my boyfriend was in that scenario.
Yeah. See,
I guess also it's like
I'd sometimes start a fight just to do it.
Oh, would ya?
I'd like start a little fight and I'd be like, oh, okay, whatever.
I'm out.
I'm out of here.
I'm out of here.
Well,
See
I'm leaving.
you Monday.
Why are you picking your jeans up? Fuck you.
You do live and you learn. So.
Last question here, Simi. He says, bro, this is another guy, bro, baby girl's doing my head in. She's been on me lately about not posting. Oh, this is a good one. Posting photos of us together on social media. To me, it's quite a big commitment. We've been together a little while. I like her a lot, but it seems like that shit makes it permanent. Should that be important? I don't stress about it, but it really wigs her out.
He said it himself. Makes it permanent. He's not that into her.
Yeah. I think when people say, oh, social media doesn't matter, blah, 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 100% it matters. Like, if someone's not posting you, it's either they don't think it's going to be long term or they're scared of someone going to see it.
That.
Or they're doing the old double time and someone's going to get hurt.
Yeah, 100%. Like, I mean, I do see it. Like, if it's early days, or they said they've been dating for a while, eh?
He just says a while. He doesn't give a time. He said we've been dating a while. And I like her a lot, but to me, that's quite a big commitment. That shit's permanent.
Should
it be important is what he's asking.
Do you know another thing that I would consider?
It depends who it is. Like,
because if they're not a poster, like, why would they then come out with a...
Oh, it's fucking permanent. Yeah. Like, no, it's not. You can delete it, like, 2 weeks later, people won't give a fuck.
But if they're not someone that shares their life on social media, like, they shouldn't, to make a point, have to go and make a post of their girlfriend, like, eating a bloody bacon and egg roll on a Sunday morning. Like,
I think if it makes the partner feel good, feel happy, then that's all that matters, really. I mean... If your girlfriend's like, oh, why don't you post anything? Like, I'll be like, sweet, fuck, let's go. And then if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. But I mean, who gives a fuck what anyone else thinks, right?
Yeah,
it's like, if it makes your partner happy, then why wouldn't you do it?
But I think, I do think he said a few keywords in there that triggers to me like a reassessment.
100%, yeah. Get out of there.
We'll sneak one more in because it rolls off the back of that. It's a very similar question.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, of course.
Were they saucy or what were people? Were people just in sticky situations?
Some people, it got a little bit not for the airwaves. Yeah, there's a few of those. We might do a Jordan's.
I reckon you get all sorts. Hey,
there's plans to do Geordie After Dark. So
was there any prospects for our old eligible bachelor over here?
Up in Brisbane.
Plenty of
baby girls wanting to.
Not so much. A lot of guys just want to hang out with them. Just want a Larry.
That's
want to hang out.
Want a Larry.
Yeah, no. Brisbane was crazy. Like there was girls up when we were partying, just like, come on, like I was talking to one girl, and one girl would come over and be like, come on, let's go back to your hotel room.
Oh, you're kidding?
Yeah, and I was like, man, this is fucked.
Will you really?
But let's go.
Yeah, I was like, I'll message you later.
Just off the back of the social media
You know
one.
what? Be careful with that, because one day if you find the one and you want to settle down and you've captured all of this on camera.
Well, I was a rat bag.
She does her research.
I'm going to talk to my future girlfriend, my future wife right now, right? She's obviously going to watch this. I've changed. I'm not like this anymore.
It was a classic old Jordan line. I'm
crazy.
I'm crazy. This was ages ago. Like he'll tell a story like this so long ago, so long ago.
I'm crazy right now. I'm a rat bag, but the person that you know now is changed. So that's to my future wife.
Last question, Jade. Lovely female sends in and she says, I'm single at the moment, but in the past this has fucked me. Social media can be such a toxic place. I like to think I'm very secure, but when he follows a lot of other girls, particularly really pretty girls that I either know or also follow, it just wigs me out. I hate to be the one that always brings it up. She goes on a little bit of blah,
so
blah, blah.
She's got a boyfriend.
She doesn't anymore, but in the past, she said a relationship's been fucked up by the fact that she wigs out about guys following other girls. What do you think?
Fair enough.
All right.
I think it's a good one to end on as well.
Yeah. Look, I'm not a crazy. I'm definitely not a crazy. I would say I'm a heaps chill girlfriend. No, legit. No, I am. Anyone that knows me knows.
You never lie to me.
No, I never lie to you. I never lie to you. But part of just scoping someone out, I do check out who they're following, because I've heard you say it before and I stand by it. There will always be a history.
Yeah.
If they're following particular people, you can kind of piece that together. And if they actively follow like influencers and whatnot on a daily, you know that they're on the hunt. Yeah. And that tells me a lot. Yeah. So I can completely understand how Little Miss can kind of get a little bit, just feeling a little bit
100%
funny about that.
100%.
Follow-up question. Do you ask him to unfollow said girls once you do it together?
I would never. That's my answer. I've seen what I need to see, and
didn't get that far.
And I pack my little backpack and I move on to the next.
Yeah. Simi?
I think if you're in a relationship, then I think if there's like a business type of relationship there, then that's fine. But I don't see the point of partners following girls or guys while you're in a relationship, because realistically, like social media is
a point of connection.
Yeah. So if you follow someone, initially if a girl follows me, it's because they're fucking keen. Like, or we've just had a good connection and we're friends. But majority of the time if someone follows someone, it's because they're like, fuck, this person's either hot, they have a good product, or
they're funny.
And like majority of the time it's because someone's sexy. Like, you know.
Hey, can I ask you a question, just from like a girl's standpoint? So I haven't been in a relationship for a little while now, and in the interim, I've got guy mates now that like I never would have previously in a relationship, because like you've got a boyfriend, so it's you wouldn't make mates. But like, for example, like you, Ice, like et cetera, if I got into a relationship, would that be an issue?
Well, the thing is, what I believe is it would be hard, but if your partner includes you in, you know, activities like going out on the weekends, like, you know how we all
with
go
the
out
mates and
with
stuff,
the mates and stuff, and I think
because side note, purely platonic, friendships and stuff. But is it normal?
No, well, if it depends. Like, if you brought him out with us, like we'd make him like. We'd reassure him, one of the boys, whatever. But then there's guys out there that they're like, you know, your chick will be like, oh, this is such and such. And then you see them hug and you're like, oh, hey, these guys used to fuck.
Yeah.
Straight off the back of a hug, you're like.
I've always wondered that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can always tell by like the second.
Like, do they get a complex?
It's just like they hug like their bodies just fit together like a puzzle, and you're just like, these cunts have been fucking behind my back. And then the guy's like, hey man, nice to meet you. And he gives you the old like handshake of dudes.
And then it's just either a really light one or a heavy one. Like,
enjoy. He just looks at you and he's like, enjoy. I liked it.
What about a flip to that, Jay? What if you get in a relationship and he's got a lot of girl mates? Does it same thing? Does it wig you out at all?
I've been out of the game a long time. So this is just like a So this is a hypothetical for me. Yeah. I think now, because I'm a little bit older and I've got guy mates, I can completely understand how it could be platonic. But like back in the day, like young pup me would say like, oh, there's definitely been history there or something.
Yeah.
But now I can fully understand how like guys and girls can just be mates, like, you know. So it depends if it's like, if it looks a little bit sus, like intuition always says so much. Like you can, I've actually had like a boyfriend in the past where like one of his tight girlfriends, she got the glistening eyes when she looks at him. I'm like, that's
Yeah, I fucking hate that, eh?
you fucking are in
You're like,
love
oh,
with
this
my
is my guy.
boyfriend.
This is one of my mates.
my
blah
best
blah blah,
friends.
and then they're just like, hey, and then I'm like standing over here, and I'm like, I'm over here, you fucking freak.
Yeah,
But
you could pick up on that sort of stuff.
Yeah, 100.
But I always maintain that I would never be the girlfriend that would be like, you can and you can't do this. It either sits with me and it doesn't. And if they can understand that, you know, without me having to be like, don't do this, then obviously we're not meant for it.
But the funny thing is like majority of the time, right? Like if a guy is friends with a girl, majority of the time he wants to fuck her, like sleep with her.
I disagree.
Well, maybe it's just me.
I fully disagree.
No, well, I mean, majority of the time, I believe.
reckon?
Yeah, like I mean, there's a handful of girls that I could say that are my friends that I don't want to fuck because I already have. Nah, but like no, there's a handful of girls that are my mates that I wouldn't. They're like considered like family friends.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, if the amount of times I've met guys that have been friends with exes, they've got that fucking look in their eye that they're like, you can't, you took my chick off me, but nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Do you want a steak or sausages? Nah.
You give him a risol at that point.
Oh,
You
yeah,
fucking deserve the steak.
But I feel though, what I've learned from past mistakes is if you are comfortable within yourself and like you're comfortable with, there's that trust there, it makes your partner more attracted to you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I honestly think hot tip of all of this is like a good point of assessment is put the shoe on the other foot.
Yeah.
So say, you know, if you're the one that is, you know, if you're the sinner, imagine if that was being done to you.
Yeah, exactly.
And if you're having something done to you that you're not 100% with, just simply put it out there to the bloke or the girl and just say like, listen, if this was me, how would you feel?
Would you even be vindictive enough to do it without saying it, just to let them give them a taste?
No, you dick.
You know what I mean? Like, oh, okay, you want to be mates with the NRL player. And then, all right. And then you go and find some little naughty chick fucking in the Australian swim team.
I think we'll probably wrap it up there, Geordie.
Yeah, no. Awesome. No, thanks, Jade. Thank you, Jade, so much for coming on.
Me.
I absolutely love you. Thanks, the boys.
And I'm proud of you.
See you guys next episode.
Ciao.